And let's start with things that Putin said on like Far East forum, I guess, because nobody invites him anymore to actually decent events like G7, G20, and so on and so forth. All he has to do now, it goes to some Far East forums, where he meets with North Korea and Myanmar representatives, which is obviously a place where Russian president should be. He was referring to the West's sanction fever, blatant and aggressive, and attempts to subjugate countries that have not imposed economic restrictions on Russia. He mentioned that there were contractual obligations, and if there are any political decisions that contradict them, then we simply will not fulfill them. Contractual obligations. So we won't supply anything at all if it contradicts our economic interest in this case. We will not supply gas, oil, coal, or heating oil. Once again, the president of the country is saying, we will not supply things that that combines up to like 40 or even 50% of our budget if it contradicts our economic interests. Just think about what the person is saying. Just think about how retarded this piece of shit is. We will not give you those products that give us half of our budget. How about that? Let them come to their senses. This is just insanity. I'm like, every time I hear anything that this moron is saying, I'm like, what in the fuck does have to be in the mind, in the head of a person to say things like that? Just how? And then the second thing that once again that we're saying, that he refused to believe that Russia lost anything during the war in Ukraine, that the decision was justified. It was sort of risks were accounted for. We didn't lose anything and will not lose anything. Once again, meeting with not even the leader of North Korea, just was it ambassador? Yeah, ambassador. This is just like this is insanity. This is insanity, and the main thing that we've gained is strengthen our sovereignty. Really, you're literally fucking over your whole country. Thousands of countries live in the country. The fucking country cannot even produce their own freaking cars, cannot even repair properly their own jet engines, or I'm not even saying create them, can't even properly repair them to keep your planes, civil planes, in the air. And you're saying that we didn't lose anything. I mean, yeah, of course, if you've lived your whole fucking life in some mansion, in some bunker in the past 2 years, yeah, maybe you personally didn't lose anything. But this is the things that air quotes leader of the country is saying, and repeating once again, we're not gonna supply them anything, no gas, no nothing. This is insane.